second try for the intro. The first intro I wasn't recording. Thank you guys all for clicking on this video. Today in this video we're going to be working on the floor. But before we get started on the floor, this weekend, today's Memorial Day, and this weekend we went camping. You can see our pop-up camper behind me. We got our backpacking tents behind that trailer right there. So this weekend we went camping with my cousin's Chris family, his two sons and his wife. His mom and dad stopped by with some of their friends, and some of Chris's friends stopped by. So it was a really fun weekend. We went camping at Fillmore. It's a golfing place where you can go golf, but not many people know about that. There's actually 8 campsites there, so that was really cool. All 8 campsites were full this weekend, but when he goes there by himself during the weekends, he says there's only like 2 people there, and most of the time it's just him and his buddies, so that's really cool. So it wasn't that busy there, and that was really fun because it wasn't a holiday weekend, so normally those kind of places are really busy. Today is Memorial Day, so I'd like to thank everyone serving. In particular, I had a subscriber named Barbara, and she reached out to me through Facebook Messenger. Just messaged me about she enjoyed my videos and she's learning a lot from me. And she told me about her son. Her son is a New Jersey State Trooper, and I'll put the picture of him. He is the tallest one, and he's the tallest one in the group of guys right there. And so he served in Fallujah in 2006 in the Marines. Those pictures I put on the screen were from 2016 and 2017. His dad died in the line of duty September 3rd, 1995. His name is engraved in the wall of Washington, D.C. George T. Bowen, Police Department. And then she talked about incredible tiny homes, Randy Jones in Tennessee. So she talks about this guy. I never heard of him. She actually went to a build where they built a tiny house under 24 hours, and then they auctioned it off for $30,000 and gave all the profit to disabled vet. So that was really cool. She helped build that tiny house. So I suggest you guys go subscribe to him. I just subscribed to him, so I haven't watched much of his videos, but videos I have watched are really good. He's in his early 50s, and he likes to build tiny houses. So other than that, I think that's all I have to talk about. I'll probably put some footage right now of us this weekend camping, just so you guys kind of know. I know this is a channel about my tiny house, but I feel it's important that you guys learn about not just a tiny house, but the life of a tiny house kind of builder. Just because it's not just building the house, it's the life behind the person who built the house. So here's some footage from this weekend. Otis, you ready to go on a camping trip? Yeah? So this weekend, we're going to be camping with my cousin Chris and his family. Also, my uncle is here. We're going to be camping through the whole Memorial Day weekend. Next to us, you can see through this screen, that pickup truck with a trailer, there's like a band over there. That should be pretty cool. Other than that, it's going to be a really fun weekend. There's a creek over here, and some of the stuff, one thing, my sister went to go check the chickens before we left for camping, and the chicken that you guys have named, Henny Penny, passed away. So, that's kind of sad, but we still have, 3 other chicks, I think. us doing lunch. We had supper, which was chicken pot pie, then it kind of rained. Other than that, we didn't really do much. We just hanged around. We did camping stuff. Today we woke up, took a shower, and now we're gonna go go for a hike. We're gonna try to find a land bridge and stuff like that. Right here, and we're gonna take this wood filler and this like kind of putty knife, and you can see on the floor here there's these kind of gaps and stuff. That's just from the reclaimed wood we used, and so it's pretty even along here, but then you get some, you know, unevenness right here where it kind of slopes down, stuff like that over here as well, because we tried fixing it, but you can't really fix it once it's to this point. So I'm gonna use some wood filler and get this all nice and even. And I might take some stuff off the ground just to make sure that I got everything filled and ready to be painted, because I got to paint this along with the super bright, along with the deck out here. So what I'm doing, my dad got this wood filler for our kitchen table project. I'm just taking the filler and putting it in there, molding it. It doesn't have to be perfectly smooth because you can just take the sander once it's dried and sand it all off. So I'll be doing this. I'm going to keep filling all the holes and gaps with the wood filler. I might not have enough, but then again, I might be okay. You can see I'm filling in the gaps and making it all even looking. It's looking really good. You can tell where I've done it, where it's kind of browner. And then once it all dries and stuff like that, it'll probably take around a day to dry, and then I can go ahead and sand it all down. The reason why I'm not working on the kitchen right now is because I need to go to Menards and get another trim board, paint the trim board, and I have to also get the lacquer. So I have to make a Menards stop sometime this week. Also, I won't need anything else, maybe more wood filler at Menards, but we already have the paint from when we painted our front steps that we will use for in here and out there. So far, this corner, this stuff, the whole TV stuff is fine because it's off the ground. So far, this corner is cleaned out. I can move this board up here as well. So, I put some stuff in the shelves that were on here, but I have the pillows, the step stool, the table, and stuff like that, all in the loft because it's a good storage area without bringing everything to my basement, and because some of the stuff is really heavy, so stuff that will have to go to the basement is outside here. So like, you know, the top to the ottoman. So I have everything out from under the countertop except for that little chair down there. Everything over here. I have to get more wood filler and fill this all in, as well as I had to stop because that cabinet was right here. That cabinet's down the kitchen countertop. So it stopped right there, and I'll have to get more wood filler to fill that all in. But now mostly everything is off the ground, so now we can continue the process of the floor. I'm going to take everything that I put outside in our basement. That's not too much, and then I might get some painter's tape and start prepping the baseboard. Not prepping on the baseboards, but prepping for the floor. So I'll have to put tape along the bottom edge of all the baseboards to make sure that when I'm painting the floor that I don't get any of that paint on the baseboards. This should actually be really easy to paint because a lot of it's just wide open spaces, so I'll be able to use, sorry my head's cut off, I'll be able to use the roller and roll it on. And the only stuff I'll have to really use a brush for is when it gets kind of intricate around here. Down here where we have like, you know, this coming in and stuff like that. But other than that, it's going to be really easy to paint it. And then as long as prepping in here, I need to start prepping out here where the deck is. Thank you guys all for watching this video. I'm going to finish up taping everything that needs to be taped. Happy end of school for everyone who's still in school. I'm sure I'm excited to get out and keep working on the house. It's getting summer-like here in Dubuque, so it's getting in the 70s. It's been raining a lot. This weekend was a really nice weekend. We had a couple, you know, rainstorms and stuff like that, but other than that, it was a really nice weekend in the 70s and stuff like that. So, I guess I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully that will be, because we're not camping this weekend, which is pretty odd, I know. We've been camping 2 weekends in a row, almost, so this weekend, yeah, will be 1 year anniversary. So, I'll see you on Saturday. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.